Hello. And no, it's alright. When you had family stuff, I actually was guessing that you might have some family stuff to do, or your family might has returned already. So it's alright. It's alright. You're now here, and this is okay. Yeah. And my playlist. I need a new playlist. Okay. Wait. The playlist ain't over yet. Anyway. But tell me, how was your day up until now? How was your day? So my little pro gamer is actually telling me that I must keep talking or else people will leave. People should chat. And I don't. No, but you're actually right. Like, if I'd see a stream like from someone small and I don't know, that maybe just drawing or something like that, I would be like, alright. Or maybe I would just enjoy listening to the music. I think Walking Melons also does that. I think. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. True. Like, now that you say it, I see it very often in your streams, how the chat is just like, you're talking about it, let's say Marvel, and then the chat comments on that, being like, oh yeah, I get the feeling why you dislike this Marvel thing, or yes, that Marvel thing was so nice, so good. They made that scene, they had such good visuals for that scene and stuff like that. So actually, yeah, you're a way better streamer than I am. I'm just a small little baby, just throwing some stuff and being nervous, I guess. I must put on. Oh, I must be social on social media. Aha. No, but you're right. Always being there with the chat, even if the chat is not really alive, I guess. I mean, right now you're my chat. Oh, you stole their ideas. Wait a minute. So, I know your dad definitely streams games, and your brother also streams games. Which one? Legend or Abomination? I love the nicknames, by the way. Where does this thingy come from? What are you? Eh. Where does this one come from? I have no idea. This is insane. Oh, okay. Yes, the drawing is definitely starting to come together. I still haven't watched the tutorial on how to make this kind of hair again. It will be very fun, not when I have to draw the pinkish lines. I think I gotta redo that again. Like, I still have the color, but I don't think I can do that with the clipping mask. Oh, jeez. Like, this is such a big drawing. And I'm definitely not gonna make the city in the background because it's too much work. Too much work? Yes, drawing hair so hard. Remember when we couldn't draw hair? Yes, we still can't draw hair. It's like a 50-50 thing, you know? Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. I mostly have the problem with hairstyles, like, okay, I could actually do that kind of hairstyle. But then I get used to draw my normal anime-ish hair. Hair's dumb, yes, get rid of the hair. Ooh, I don't know if I can show you that. I think maybe shortly. Maybe? Because yesterday we were doing the character design for the last character of our pen and paper. And we got all the character designs. Now I can finally finish that meme. But yeah, it will start soon. And we already made some death threats towards the the game master. Yes. I hope they will never find my stream, or else they would be like, why do you tell literally the world that you're sending death threats to me? I didn't send them. I told them. So yeah. Yes, I love making hair look them because it makes funny silhouettes. That's true. I think that might be the reason for the author of Detective Conan. I don't know if you know that one character, but she literally has this kind of hair. Let me demonstrate. So this is her head and the eyes, yeah. And she has like here's some normalish hair, like. Wait, I can do this better. Here's some normal hair. It's very long, that hair, as you can see. Very long, very nice. Like, yeah, it kind of looks like this with this thing, just a triangle on her head, and you're like, this doesn't even make sense. What is this? Why that triangle? And even the cosplayers actually include the triangle in the hair. It looks just so ridiculous to look at this in real life. But at the same time, I'm like, oh man, this is actually pretty cool that you included that. Like, this must have been so much work to even make the hair stay up like this. Like that one weird triangle. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, this is what I wanted to say actually at the beginning of the stream, but no one was there, but So basically, today I will just stream for like an hour or so. Yeah, just an hour or an hour and 30 minutes. Because today is the last day of that one campaign. We will finally, end the story. We have to, because next week we will start a new one, and the date has been set since, I don't know, since 2 months or a month, so therefore we must finish it as soon as possible, which will be today. And before that, I would, what would I do today? Like, I would actually like to watch The Owl House today. I know I won't have time for that. But at the same time, I'm like, damn, I'm alone at home, I can do actually whatever I want, so. Yes, that's for silhouettes. It makes the character, true. Like, just look at Zane, he wouldn't be the same without this hair. Proof it makes him easier. True, so true. Like, remember his edgy face? Remember that? Yes. Like, when I would think about his hair as a silhouette, I would be like, okay, it's just black hair. But now that he has this actually whoosh, very floofy hair, you're like, damn, that's Zane. Same with Sarah, she has like that. I don't know what that kind of hair is, but it still looks cool and it's recognizable. I'm forgetting how. Oh yeah, now I remember how David looks like. He has some kind of square on his head, but it's very cool. And to be honest, I'm sorry that I sometimes steal your hair ideas, but I sometimes do. Not really steal. I'm like, It actually looks more interesting when you, instead of making it round on the top of the head, you just actually make it kind of squarey. You get the idea, right? Because it does is interesting to look at. You're like, yes, this may never happen like this in real life, or just a few people will actually have that kind of hair in real life. But for drawing, it looks very interesting. Don't remind me of that. Yes, I'm reminding you of that. Sarah says just sharp. It's supposed to be short, but everyone thinks it's. Oh yeah, it's actually short. Why do people think her hair is long? It's actually kind of short. It just goes up until the shoulder. But when she, let's say, is in the shower, her hair of course gets wet, and then I don't think it may stay up like this, would fall down. Oh, I'm thinking now how this might actually look like. Hold on. Where's my free space? So basically, this is Sarah. Yeah. Sarah's angry, as always. Oh, this actually looks like eyes are. Yeah. Now the eyes are closed. Closed eyes. Closed angry kid. I forget how this one was, but like the back of her hair definitely looks kind of like this. Yeah. And when her hair is wet, it might actually look like this from behind, you know? Like this, because when this one goes up, it's like this part must be a bit longer, so yeah, and the other part is like shorter. Like I have too much free time. Go away. Where is? There is. Here is. Where is? True is. No, no is. Yes is. You do that? I never know. It's kind of cool. Hairstyles and kind of. Yes, I kind of do that. So I don't know. Do I have pictures I can show? Do I have pictures? But you just sometimes when you look at some of my pictures, so here's the head, and then instead of making it, let's say here's like that thingy thing, instead of making it like this, yeah, like roundish, I decide to actually put like, oh, come on. Okay, like the shape, like this kind of, you know, like that kind of, sort of, you know. So I just can't finish this one because I'm always getting distracted. But it's alright, it's fun. The hair's probably like shorter than when it's wet because cartoon logic is very stupid. Like, have you seen the face of Phineas from Phineas and Ferb? Yes. You never actually questioned. You're like, oh yeah, his head looks like a pea. Fair enough, because his name is Phineas. It's written with a P. Let's just include that. Same with Ferb's head, but Ferb's head is more realistic? Maybe? Because, yeah, his face is kind of, it's just long. And he basically has no neck, but it's long and, like, it's so weird to explain, but especially Phineas' head is just a triangle, so basically he has not really a nose because his nose is already included in his head. But with Ferb it's not, he actually has a separated nose, like, but his head still looks like an F because Ferb. I can't words. I can't words. By the way, I'm missing your streams. They're really fun. No, really. No, true. They're really fun. Oh no. Have I messed this up badly? Yeah, so it looks good. Okay. Wait a minute. We are gonna eat lunch. Okay, I will just continue talking to myself, hoping someone arrives. Maybe. Hopefully. Okay, see you later. Alright. Then I will just look at the picture. And there it is. Oh damn! Her hair really is crazy. Like, her hair really is crazy. I don't know what this is, but it's some kind of silhouette. And now it's starting to remind me of a top hat. Of a top hat which got a bit torn. Okay, I will never look. I can never look at this at the same as before. But yeah, her hair is really crazy. It's not long for sure. I still believe. Okay. These parts must be long. But who knows what she does to keep that hair just in that weird silhouette. Chat can't actually see that picture, but it doesn't matter right now. Because I know I'm alone right now. Sad. Maybe one day, Okay. A bunch of people will come over, or just a few. Because with a few people, it's actually, you can actually like answer to each message. They write in the chat. Because I see that with big streamers, the chat is just, yeah, it goes crazy sometimes. But even that's interesting to look at. I'm starting to get boring. No, I hope not. I hope not. Okay, this maybe wasn't bad. Anyway, I'm thinking about topics to talk about. Now that I got the pro gamer tip of yes, just talk, even if no one's there, just talk, because if someone comes over, they'll be like, oh yeah, let's just stay. That person maybe has a funny voice, I guess. I actually don't know. But yeah. Now that I will have a free house for like 2 weeks, which is amazing, you know. I have one problem, which is cooking. So my cooking skills are average up until bad. Like I can't really cook. Like I can cook, but I can never cook good food because it's hard to cook good food. But I like eating good food. I really like. How do you do that? I mean, I never really learned that's the case because when I was young, the one who liked cooking was my sister. And I was like, yes, you like cooking? That's actually very great because then you get to actually experiment with the food in case of cooking the food. Like, what kind of, do you say herbs in English? What kind of stuff fits best with that kind of stuff? And then you will start to get a sense how much salt and pepper you actually have to put in without actually having to, okay, 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons, without having to actually count how many teaspoons you need. And I see that with my sister, she just starts cooking, and afterwards it just tastes amazing. Like, really, really amazing. But then I get to try something, and I feel like it's not as amazing as hers. Like, for example, I was trying to cook noodles. Like, cooking noodles is actually probably very safe to do. Right. Okay. It's actually very safe to do. But I don't know, I messed up the sauce because I was like, okay, let's just put that already mixed tomato into the bowl. Let's see how it will go. I'm putting a bit of water, just a little bit. But I recognized, but then I started to realize this tomato sauce. I already put herbs in it and stuff, so it was fine. But that tomato sauce, it was just too liquidy, and I actually didn't want it to be that liquidy, so I put in some tomatoes, but of course I mixed them all. I didn't cut them, I just made them extremely into the mixer, and then now of course the sauce, the tomato sauce was still as liquid as before, and then I started to realize, alright, you can't actually do that, you must put some legit tomatoes in it. Like, of course, cutting them a bit, and then I'm starting to realize how much struggle I have with cooking. It's just putting stuff into a bowl and then letting it cook, or, you know. Why is it so hard? This is so hard. At least I can do scrambled eggs. Pretty good. I know my mom used to do scrambled eggs by letting them for a lot of minutes into the pan, and then it's kind of started to become a bit hard. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. Sorry. But then that one time I ate scrambled eggs from another person, I actually liked it more because it wasn't just a hard egg. It was like, it just was perfect. And she didn't even had the egg too long in the pan. It was, of course, it was cooked. It was nicely cooked. Some parts were still a bit liquid, not too liquid, just a bit liquid, but it was still cooked, and it tasted very great. Like, and I was like, can you please show me how you do that? And it's super easy. I'll just explain it, I guess. So basically, you put in the egg, and of course a bit of oil, a bit of salt and pepper, of course, and I sometimes, what do you put in there? Some herbs. What kind of herbs? Some greenish herbs. What are these? I don't know the English name for it. I really don't know the English name. Thymian? Kümmel? I will look up what Kümmel is, because I think I did put Kümmel in it. I'm not sure. I always actually wanted to use English names. Where are you? Basilicum? That kind of little plant you see on Italian noodles. Like that one little leaf. That. I want to put in that, but we don't really have that right now. English. Okay. What's Kümmel? Oh my goodness. Alright. Kümmel is caraway seeds. Okay. Basilicum. Basil! Wait, seriously? Basilicum is basil? Ain't basil a name? Am I called basil? No. Thymian. Thymian. Thyme. 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 Not time. Thyme. Okay. Yeah, as I said, I put in caraway seeds, and it's actually pretty good. And maybe some thyme. One day some basil, but right now, not really. I haven't tried it out yet. But this one is, in my opinion, safe to make. Like, maybe because I've already done some scrambled eggs before, or more often, and I'm like, okay, I know how it works. It's just eggs and a bit of herbs, and that's it. Salt and pepper, of course, and oil. That's it. Oh yeah, I have to still explain. Okay, you put it in there with all the shit and with other stuff you have chosen, and then you turn it onto the highest. I really mean the highest heat you have. Like my thingy thing stove. There we go. It has 9 levels, so I put it onto the 9th level. Yeah, and then you wait a bit, and you see, okay, the ground part of the egg which actually touches the pan. It's starting to get a bit white. Okay, you wait a bit, but not too much, because then it burns, of course. And then you start just scrambling it. Make sure that you get all the parts cooked. Scramble, and it really doesn't take longer than 1 or 2 minutes. You just scramble up until everything looks fine, and then and then you put it out and put it on the plate. And you will probably notice that it's not really, as I described it, it's not hard, like hard egg, hard dish scrambled egg. It's liquidish scrambled egg, or not really liquidish. It's still cooked. Okay, it's still cooked. You will get the idea when when you actually make it. But yeah, when it's done, then of course, put the heat down again. Make sure everything's clean. Yeah, and then you can enjoy your scrambled eggs. But I do remember when my mom made scrambled eggs, I didn't like it because I was like, okay, but I just didn't really like it, but I also didn't know any better until that day, and I was like, this is actually a pretty good scrambled egg. And my siblings actually do like my kind of scrambled eggs better than what my mom does. I don't know why. Maybe because the consistence, the shape, the consistence, it's just different. Yeah, definitely. I've been talking too much about cooking, but I would actually like it when someone is like, hey, I have that really good recipe, you can try it out. Like for example, a friend of mine, they told me how to make like some Danish cookies, and I'm like, oh yeah, let's just try it out. But I don't really like what was the English name for this? Hold on. Rosie. But I don't really like raisins, so instead of putting in raisins, I put in chocolate. I mean, it was it was a cookie, so you can put in whatever you want, and it tasted nice. It tasted really nice. Maybe it was too less old what I put in there, but it was still nice. I really like it. I have to do it again though. Still nice. Ooh. Now I'm remembering with baking. So a friend will come over to my house because I have a free house right now, and it's just so amazing. And soon my sister will also make like a little house party. Not really in the house. It will be in the garden. So when you're just tired of the party, you can just go upstairs, I guess, or go home. Please go home. No, just kidding. And yeah, she will invite some of her friends because we both actually graduated from school. Like, wow, we actually graduated. No, I was sure she would graduate, but I wasn't sure if I would actually graduate. Anyway, yeah, and because she couldn't really invite all of her friends to the party they made, the classmate. Like, hold on, how do I explain? So basically, here when you graduate from school, you afterwards have a party. Yeah, with your class, and of course this is the last time where you see all the teachers, and you can farewell them like in person, stuff like that. Yeah, and because of nowadays times, she wasn't really allowed to get a lot of people to the party. I think it was just 2 people or maybe 3 people. But that was it. She could invite. And now that we have a free house, and we will definitely, like so definitely, using this opportunity to do whatever we would like to do, she of course invited some friends. Yeah, I think there will maybe be 10 people in our garden. That's actually pretty fun. Like, how often do we have like legit visitors? Not really often. So yeah. I got off topic. Right. And meanwhile she will have her party. I will get my I will cook some baking some pancakes with a friend of mine, because we were talking, and we have something in Germany called Eierkuchen, which is just egg cake. You literally translate it into egg cake. It's like pancakes but with more egg. Same like crepes. Crepe is from France, and France is like and crepes are basically like pancakes but with more milk. So you basically have like 3 stages of how you can eat your pancake. Wait. Oh yeah, and she was like, because we were talking about she had a list about all the Splatoon Splatfests, and we were like, okay, let's just, because we will have a topic like, what do you like more, mayonnaise or ketchup? We'll be like, ketchup. We both like ketchup more than mayonnaise but sometimes we had like bigger topics, and then we of course started to talk a bit more about this, and one of this was of course waffles or pancakes. Baked waffles, self-baked waffles are of course the best. We also have here waffles but from the factory, and that one doesn't really taste that great. It's okay, but not really that great. And she was like, yeah, I like waffles more, because the pancakes, I mean, they're good, but they're not that great. And I'm like, what kind of pancakes do you mean? And wait, what kind of pronoun did I use for my friend? I would just say they, okay? Yeah, and they told me, oh yeah, these from my grandma. I'm like, these are not pancakes. These are Eierkuchen. These are egg cake. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, pancakes. Like, have you? Yeah, she has not eaten pancake. Like, real good pancake. Yeah, I told her, because some old people actually do that. They bake the egg cake with oil instead of butter in the pan, and I'm like, dude, does your grandmother put oil in there? And she was like, yes. Alright. You don't put oil in there. Pancakes are not with oil, not baked with oil. She was like, what? But there are also good egg cakes. Like, I've eaten one, and the person who made that actually put butter in it instead of oil. She baked that one with butter, and it tastes just so amazing. Like, I'm getting off topic sometimes. Hold on, I have to. My brain can't process words right now. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, I still can't think. Anyway, so, yeah, but then because I explained to her, oh hey, have you ever seen like the cartoons stuff with like cartoons with pancakes like that? Like I know a recipe just like that. My mom used to call them hot cakes. I don't know why exactly hot cakes, but they're basically just pancakes. So, but yeah, and I told her, hey, when you come over, we can do that, because she really has never tried pancake before. Same with salsa, like Mexican hot spicy salsa, and guacamole. We also had the topic of salsa or guacamole, and I personally like guacamole more, but without. What was the name for it again? Cilantro. Now, what's cilantro in English? I don't know the German word for it. I forgot it again. Cilantro. Korean. Okay. Cilantro in English, please. No. Oh, it's coriander. Cilantro. Cilantro. Coriander. Cilantro. Coriander. That. Just that. I know, I really don't like cilantro that much. Without it tastes good. Even with it tastes good. It's just my preference for not putting cilantro in it, but it actually both look tastes actually pretty good. But I prefer it without more. But yeah. Yeah, and we will just try it out. Like we have time. She will stay, I guess. No, I said she. Anyway, they will stay 3 days, and we will just have time to go for a walk in my weird village town, and yeah, cook a bit. Let's see what else we're gonna do. What's the time? It's time. Already an hour, because I sure have to stop streaming soon, as well as going to the garden, because we have animals and they're running around in the garden. I have to really take care of them. Just so annoying that the neighbors have cats, a lot of them, and sometimes they're just like, let's see what is running around here in this garden, and I think, fuck off, cats. We don't want to see you right now, and I don't want you to kill my animals. Please stop. Go away. Or else I will come and say, "Oh my wamo, shinde," and then the cat goes just running. How do you shadows? I think that looks actually kind of okay. It's not the greatest, but it's okay. Oh yeah, from far away, this part over here. This one. Wait, that one. This one looks kind of interesting, like from far away. Like, whoa, what kind of fault is this? This looks weird. Because it is. No, really, like it's. I think it's interesting to look at. It's very interesting to look at. But I can actually expand this one here. It just doesn't look nice from far away. Can I expand that one? It could actually look pretty interesting. Like this one over here. And then I should stop swimming. Like, for real. I've only started actually streaming because to finally finish this picture, because I think 2017 I asked the person, oh hey, can I use your sketch and just color it? Just like a little oh yeah, it really does look so like this, I think. Yeah, like a little collaboration. I color it, you made the sketch and I will just color it, and I will of course credit that person because I did not make the sketch. And I remember back then I thought, damn, that looks so cool, because it kinda does. But instead of just making like flat, cartoonish, anime-ish shadows, I decided to just go on full coloration mode. As you can already see, yeah? Without realizing that I still had another art challenge during that time, and I actually did. Yes, I did finish that one, but I didn't realize that this was just too much work. Like this one here, and the Art Style challenge. No, it was October challenge. I made it. I made a very weird October challenge. So instead of just making black blobs, it was actually colorating it, and the coloration was probably the worst idea which I could have ever had for an October. Yes, I'm sitting here after 4 years trying to finish this picture. To finally finish it. It's so long. Alright. I think it starts to look as something. It's something. Wow. Okay, I can actually make this one darker. Come, one with the darkness. Okay, that looks. That just looks helpful. No. Maybe not too much blue. Yeah, this one's better. The first time I started listening to that song, I was like, it sounds so weird, but also so interesting, and I have it in my playlist. Yay. And of course I started to look out for more of these kind of songs. There's one song I could actually listen to. Maybe some of you, if someone will ever watching the stream because I mostly read them after a week. No. Yeah, I'm shy. Okay, I'm shy. And therefore. What was it again? Yes. Okay. After this song, I will listen to that song, and then I can actually, or maybe I do it right now. Yeah. But in general, I started to just search for more of these songs. I don't have many because I also listen to other songs. But like this, when I heard this song, I was like, damn, sounds so good, sounds so nice, sounds so interesting. I wasn't thinking about good at the beginning, more interesting. It sounds weird, but it also sounds very interesting because I have actually never listened to such kind of songs before. Yeah, and then of course I started to look out for more, and I found some, of course. Yeah. And now I will play the other song I was talking about. It's not from Uyiko, is the artist of this song. Same with the other songs of the playlist you've heard, except for that one. But I don't remember the name of the artist. I can't actually look it up right now because it's gone. Alright. Did you just hear that? That motorcycle, holy. Not expected to be that loud. You can probably figure it out, but yes, my room is right, basically right next to the street. Yeah, like, think of a house, it's not in the back, it's more in the front. Therefore, when it's busy time on the road, for example, in the morning, right now, in the evening, afternoon, like around 4 or 5. Of course, the cars just drive. All of them drive home. It's very busy at these times. Like, oh my goodness. Then this is the funny part. At like 8 p.m. nothing happens. Like even the traffic lights just turn off because there's nothing. All people are at home, and that's it. No one drives that late, except for me because I have to pick up my sister. Here, when we had a visitor, we had a visitor. It was the friend of my mom, and she brought her son, and we were just walking around the village. He told me that this is so interesting because that just the traffic light just turns off at a specific time, and that he will never actually have that in his city where he lives, because why should they? It's a city, not a very big one, but it's still a city. In my eyes, it would be a big city. And that was very interesting for him. I was like, damn. We never actually have that. Never. I know there are some people who would never really like to live in a big city. I'm like, I think that would actually be kind of interesting. Because there's always something happening, always. basically never get bored in a big city. And of course you have a bunch of shopping malls. Like, when you need something, you just step outside. When I need something, I have to drive somewhere. In the city, you don't really need a car. In the village, of course, you need a car. Like, come on. Alright. I think I'm done for now. Like, first is done. Only the hair. I have to do that off stream, or maybe on stream. I will see how I will do this. Yeah, over here are still some tears. Anyway. See around. Okay. And then I can just end the stream here and how much time did I stream? Hold on. An hour and almost 30 minutes. That's actually pretty alright. Yeah, that's alright. That's okay. That's cool. Yeah. Okay, I will just go to the garden, maybe draw a bit. Or no, not drawing. Writing. Taking some notes. Yeah, because I'm planning my own pen and paper story, and still have to write some notes to just remember what I've been actually thinking about. This one will get so much preparation because I'm basically making an escape room, and I of course need to, think about the puzzles beforehand, and not on the spot when I'm like, all right, we're starting. Hold on. Let me think of some weird puzzle for you. No, I can't do that. Alright. So, yeah, then I will just end the stream right here. See you someday. I hope. And yeah.